Good morning, everyone. This is Lynne Maynor, and I work with Pencil, and we are a Pencil partner that works with our high school, McGavock High School, and our Two Rivers Middle School. So we're proud to come today and talk to you a little bit about reading. Do you love to read? I love to read. It's one of my favorite things. And today I'm in my play school house, of which I brought all of my friends who have books they like to read. So they're going to listen in today as well. All right, you guys ready for a story? I am. This one's called The Smallest Girl in the Smallest Grade, and it's written by Justin Roberts and illustrated by Christian Robinson. This is a book I probably would have loved a long time ago when I was the smallest girl, because I'm a really short person, so I was a really small girl in my class, so I can appreciate this story. All right, you guys ready? Let's go. All right, so we have some pictures of some people flying kites, and she's really tiny. I think that's who we're talking about in the story. All right. Hardly anyone noticed young Sally McCabe. Lots of kids on the playground. Do you know which one Sally is? I don't know which one Sally is. Could it be this one? Or this one? Or maybe her? Let's read on to see if we can figure out who Sally McCabe is. Oh, now they're in school. She was the smallest girl in the smallest grade. I wonder what the smallest grade is. Would that be preschool or kindergarten? Where is Sally? Can you pick her out? I think I found her. Did you find her? These look like twins, don't they? You think that's Sally? She looks mighty small behind her desk. Sure, her name could be heard in the daily roll call, and she marched with her books down the same school hall, but hardly anyone noticed young Sally McCabe. And they certainly didn't know, or at least didn't mention, that Sally was paying super extra special attention. Do you guys pay super extra special attention? I hope you're doing that right now with me. To the abandoned kite with the tangled string, to the 27 keys on the janitor's ring, to the leaves as they turn green to gold in the fall, to the time Tommy Torino was tripped in the hall. Those all rhymed, didn't they? There's the janitor with the 27 keys and the kite and the tail and Tommy tripping. And there's Sally. She watched as the wildflowers tipped toward the light, and she heard the howl of the hound dog late one night. She was there when the stray cats who normally fought conducted a meeting in the church parking lot. Whew, that's hilarious. Church parking lot. They're going to church. Did you know cats do that? I didn't know that. She saw Kevin McEwen get pushed off a slide and the oncoming tears that he wanted to hide. Tommy got tripped on the slide. She noticed that. Do you think everybody else is noticing that? And she'll never forget that parent-teacher day when Billy's much larger father suddenly dragged him away. Do you think he's in trouble? I don't know. But she noticed something. Look at all the artwork. But through all the mean words and all the cold stares, no one even noticed that Sally was there. And they certainly didn't know, or at least didn't mention, that Sally was paying super extra special attention. She's noticing all the things that are going on and how we're behaving. She'd seen how a whisper could make someone cower like a bulldozer crushing through the fields of wildflowers. Oh, Jackson came to join us. He's my dog. I think he's going to show super extra attention to us. Anyways, we'll start again. She'd seen how a whisper could make someone cower like a bulldozer crushing the fields of wildflowers. And it kept piling up this discarded debris, those beautiful kites tangled in trees, the bulldozers knocking over the flowers. Bye, Jackson. So on February 3rd at 11:29, Sally stepped straight out of the lunchroom line. Super small, isn't she? Yeah. She stepped out of the lunchroom line. I wonder why. She said, "I'm tired of seeing this terrible stuff. Stop hurting each other. This is enough." Now, a few laughed out loud or didn't care that there was some girl with her hand in the air. But then something super extra special happened that day as Howard O. Henry suddenly set down his tray. I think she got their attention. Like waves rolling in, one after another, first Molly rose up, and then Michael's twin brother. It was Tyrone and Terrence, and then Amanda and Paul, who pushed out their chairs and stretched their arms up tall like this. From friendly lunch lady with her dishes she carted, to the third grade teacher who had only recently started. Yes, everyone there, even Principal Claire, had joined little Sally with her fingers in the air. Can you guys do that? Put your fingers in the air and join Sally? Let's see if we can do that. They thought, and though hound dogs were destined to howl at night, and most stray cat meetings would end up as fights, and kites would continue to get stuck in trees, they all felt, for a moment, like the janitor's keys. Fastened together with heavy steel ring, they held all the secrets to unlock everything. Interesting. As the world returned to the way it was, Sally noticed the difference, as she usually does. When Billy paused briefly to open the door, Mrs. O'Connell and 17 more. Oh, he was doing something nice, wasn't he? Or when Molly scooched over to make some space on the coral riser for Ellen and Grace. These moments that often get taken for granted, a wildflower appearing that no one had planted. The swing soon resumed with rhythm and sway, and day turned to night and night turned to day. People remembered and would quite often mention that Sally had been paying what kind of attention? Super extra special attention, and how the world could transform and change could be made by the smallest girl in the smallest grade. She made a big difference, even though she was super small, right? So we need to learn how to love big, take care of each other, hug each other. All right, that's our lesson for today, but I thought today we would end with a question. You guys up for a question? This is called the Kid Chat, and it's questions to fuel young minds and mouths. So you're going to shout out a number, and then I'm going to read the question. Let's see what numbers I hear. I heard 67. What is the most exciting tunnel that you ever been through? Was it the most exciting bridge that you ever had gone over? Have you ever been through a tunnel? I went through a tunnel as a small child, and it was going underwater all the way from Detroit to Canada. It was a super long tunnel, but it was all underwater. And I couldn't even know that I was underwater because I was in a tunnel. But that was a real special tunnel for me, and I still remember that today. Which one for you? Shout out some answers. All right. Y'all have a great big day today. Take care of each other. Be super extra special attention to things. I'll see you next time.